In this video, I'm taking a look at the new Canon PowerShot ELPH 330HS. It's a small, compact digital point and shoot. This is the box that it comes in. It's your standard box that most PowerShots come in or come with. Comes with the battery and charger and all that kind of stuff, as well as the wrist strap and all the paperwork and stuff in here. This is not really an unboxing video, but I did want to show you the box just so you can see it. And this is the charger here. I've already got the battery installed in the camera. So this camera replaces the PowerShot 300HS, and it is a good improvement. It's not really revolutionary, it's more evolutionary. But one of the things that I was interested in is specifically for video, some of the older PowerShots had problems with the audio when shooting video, such as the Canon S100 as well as the S110 and the Canon 300HS. They all had issues with the audio when recording video. And I plan to use this primarily for vlogging because it's a good camera for that. It has a wide 24mm lens, and also it has image stabilization while shooting video, and it also can do autofocus while shooting video. And so all of those things combined, I think, make it a pretty good vlogging camera. Also, they move the microphones to the front, so the microphone holes are in the front. On the prior version of this, the 300HS, the microphone slots or holes were on the top. So when you would hold the camera, you would oftentimes cover up the microphone holes and ruin your audio. So that's definitely a plus on this. And this is, as you can see, this is it on. And it's quite compact and small. Another thing they added with this is a Wi-Fi feature, so that if you're in a Wi-Fi network, you can actually transfer your photos, via Wi-Fi. I don't really plan on using that myself, but that is one of the new things they added. It's got a new Digic 5 processor, which I believe is much faster. And in terms of taking pictures, I don't really plan on using this that much for still photos because I have, a DSLR that I use mostly for my stills, but so I haven't really tested that out on this. I'm not planning on using it for stills that much. I'm sure it takes good stills, and you can probably seek out other videos for reviews on that. But what I'd like to do now is show you a video sample taken with this camera. I have tested the video, and I'm happy to say there is no hissing or anything like that on the video. The Canon S100 and S110 cameras did have a problem where when you're shooting video, you hear a constant hissing sound, kind of like water is always in your video. So that was a real problem with that. And also this has as I mentioned, the microphones on the front, which is nice. But also I just wanted to mention, putting this wrist strap on this particular model, the 330HS, was sort of a pain just because of the design here. You see how it's sort of recessed? It's really hard to get the wrist strap on. A total pain. So that's something that I want to call out on this. The way to do it is this thing pops out, and this is the sort of door for the HDMI out as well as the AV out and digital out, like the USB and stuff. So the way to do that is just pop this out and kind of hold it like that, and then you can have more access to where the wrist strap goes in. But that is one of the design things I wanted to call out on this camera because I did have sort of some trouble putting the wrist strap in, and as you can see, it kind of gets stuck in the door a little bit. So I have to put that in the middle and then close it. It's a little bit of a tight fit there. Anyway, so the wrist strap is in now, but that is something I wanted to call out. But as you can see, it's got a nice 3-inch screen, and it takes full 1080p video, so that's pretty powerful there. Also has a one-touch video button here, which is nice, so you can just turn it on and press the video button, and instantly you're recording. So let's go ahead and take a look at a sample video clip that I just shot with this, and we can listen to the sound and see how it sounds, and we can also check out the video quality. Alright, so this is a test with the camera, and I'm not hearing any audio hiss in the tests that I'm doing, so that's really a good sign for this camera. Again, prior models, such as the S100, S110, had an audio hiss, all the time when you're shooting video, and it would sound like there was water running, like just hissing in the background in all of your videos. I'm not hearing that with the 330HS, so that's good. And so it's a pretty good vlogging camera. Can do the 24mm at the wide angle, which is nice, so you can hold the camera up to you like this and have a pretty good wide angle. Also, it can do the autofocus while it's shooting a video, as well as the image stabilization, which is built in. So that's pretty good. And then the microphones are on the front of the camera, which is good. So if you're talking to the camera, it's going to pick up your voice better. Also, whatever you're shooting, is going to pick up the audio better too. The prior version of this camera, which was the 300 HS, had the microphones on the top of the camera body, and I thought that was pretty stupid because when you're holding the camera, you would oftentimes cover the microphones with your fingers, and that would yield very bad audio for your video, just completely cut out your audio. So they've moved the microphones to the front, which was definitely a good move on Canon's part. And it sounds like they've also got rid of the hiss issue on the audio too. So this is serving as a audio and video test. Again, this is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 330 HS. So thanks for watching my first look video of the Canon PowerShot ELPH 330 HS. I think this is a pretty good camera for vlogging, and it might be the camera to get as of right now in terms of YouTube videos and vlogging and stuff. It's very nice and compact and small. And again, it has that 24mm lens, which is a good wide-angle lens for shooting vlogs and shooting videos of yourself. Also, it has the 10x optical zoom, 10x optical zoom, so for stills and stuff, that's really good. And then, as I mentioned, the audio is much improved, as well as the fact that it has image stabilization and autofocus while you're shooting videos. Make it a pretty good camera, I think, for YouTube and general vlogging. So this has been my look of the Canon 330 HS. Thanks for watching.